Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel, where I'm always breaking down the hot sports topics of the day. My name is Mike. Robert Griffin III has definitely entered that stratosphere as far as NFL players go, where when he says something, it garners headlines. No matter if it's the most mundane thing, especially since he's coming back from this injury. He made some news today. He released a statement, made a statement to Trey Wingo of ESPN, saying how he takes full responsibility for his role in his injury, and he was working hard to rehab. But he also said that those other people in the organization responsible for his injury know their responsibilities as well. And, there's some people speculating that that was a direct or indirect shot at either Daniel Snyder or Mike Shanahan. And I personally, if I'm Robert Griffin III, I would have a problem with Daniel Snyder. And why? Because I think the condition of that field, more so than anything, is the reason why RG3 has to rehab his knee and the reason why he ended up tearing his ACL. Mike Shanahan is a coach trying to win. These guys are not guaranteed their jobs past tomorrow. Okay? If Robert Griffin didn't say I couldn't play, I don't blame Mike Shanahan for playing him. As a coach, you're telling me you're healthy, you're going to play. Okay? And I don't think in his heart of hearts, Robert Griffin III can hold Mike Shanahan responsible for playing his best guy when his best guy didn't tell him he was injured, even though he might have looked hobbled. I think this comes back on Daniel Snyder and the front office because the condition of that field at FedEx Field is absolutely deplorable. To have a guy you've invested so much money in, you traded draft picks for him, okay? You made him your starting quarterback from day one. He's the face in a lot of ways, or one of the faces of the NFL. To have him still playing on that natural grass, late in the winter in Washington, where it just stands to reason. The grass is going to give more in a place where it gets colder later in the year. You see it in Pittsburgh, and you see it in Washington as well. And, I think that situation has to be addressed first and foremost. I heard something that they're not going to end up putting field turf in, which I'd really like to hear the reasoning for. Because there's other Northeast stadiums, whether it be Foxborough, whether it be the new Meadowlands Stadium, or certainly Lincoln Financial Field. They all went to this field turf. Why can't Washington go to the field turf and protect its biggest asset? This is a franchise that's consistently ranked in the top 5 as far as franchise worth goes in the NFL. Daniel Snyder didn't get to where he is by being a dummy, okay? He may not be a great football tactician, but he made his money doing something. He's got to be a smart man, and he should realize his biggest asset is his quarterback. Put the field turf in, move on, and let the kid have, a good 10, 15-year career for your team. Now, with Robert Griffin, I like that he owned up to it. I think he realizes he has to stay in the pocket a little more, work a little more from the pocket, which is something I think he's totally capable of. So I can't wait to see this new version of RG3, come about this year. Maybe a little more Donovan McNabb at times, right? McNabb was a capable runner earlier in his career, but also had a rocket arm and really learned how to pick his spots running. I'm interested to see if Griffin can turn into that kind of weapon, but let me know what you guys think of my sort of assessment on how they should change the field turf there at FedEx Field. Hit me up in the YouTube comments. Hit me up on Twitter at SNewsAnalysis. And guys, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I upload between 5-10 sports talk videos a day, mainly about the NFL. Thanks again for listening, and have a great day.